3 cannon cards. 3 cannon cards. And all he has is 1 mini P.E.K.K.A. Is this the end, laddies? Is this the end for him? Is this the end for him? Is it the end for him? It's too much. I told you, dude. I told you this. What is up, gamers? It's Turkey here, and today I'm going to be showing you some of the best decks for the brand new game mode 4-card Showdown. For those of you that have no idea what I'm talking about, Supercell introduced this brand new game mode 4-card Showdown, and it is exactly what it sounds like. In this game mode, instead of playing your usual deck that has 8 cards, you'll be playing a deck that has only 4 cards, which I know probably sounds incredibly simple, but it's actually so much fun. Although it seems like it's incredibly low effort, it's one of the best new game modes that has been added to Clash Royale in a really long time. I have genuinely been so hooked on this game mode. I've been playing it for hours off stream, and now I have 4 definitive amazing decks to show all of you. So for this video, I'm going to be playing 8 matches, 2 of each game with the 4 decks that I like the most. The idea being that hopefully one of these 4 decks relates to you and your playstyle, and you can use it to dominate. But as always, my friends, talk is cheap. So I'm going to quit my yapping, and we're going to hop into the first match right now. Alright, into the first match of the video, and you can see on the overlay, my whole deck is right there. I don't need to show the deck, I don't need to link the deck. It is just the 4 cards that you see on screen. It's Miner, Poison with Tesla and Guards. I think this is overall one of the best decks that you can play. I think it has the most outplay potential, but what I've noticed is in this game mode, there are some like decks that you just lose. Like, I don't know how to describe it. In an 8-card deck, there's more variance, there's more outplay potential, but genuinely sometimes you just get cooked. Like, you genuinely just get cooked by the matchup. I think this deck has really good like just potential for outplay. Looks like my opponent is playing like Rocket Cycle or something. So that's just worth noting. I think that this deck, like I said, outplay potential is there. It always forces out positive elixir trades. You have multiple win conditions with poisons, and Miner and Guards. So really, really strong, really fundamental. My opponent here is playing like a Rocket Cycle deck. I don't hate it, to be honest. Like, if I'm him, I don't hate it, but I just think it's not as good as like a Miner control style of deck. So you can see here we're getting chip. Yeah, he wastes his Tesla. And I know what he's thinking. He's like, oh, when he goes in for a Miner Poison, I'm going to go in for a Rocket. But I think we're going to be able to out-control this control deck. We're going to go like this. We're going to get a great Poison off. Nice. Very, very good. Very good. Guards are going to get... not quite. We're actually still ahead in damage, which is really awesome. I think I'm going to continue keeping the pressure up. And don't get frustrated if you lose in this game mode. I'm seriously... There have been so many games where I just play and I just get obliterated. Like, genuinely, that's how it works. So that's why I'm showing you multiple different decks. I'm not just showing you one deck. I want to show you all of the options that you have, because... like, no deck is perfect. There's no silver bullet for this game mode. So we're going to go like this. He has to drop something on it. We're going to get a Poison. Yeah. You can see here, Poison plus Miner does a lot. And he has to drop a lot of Elixir to defend. And every time he drops Elixir, he's, you know, feeding damage to us. So we're going to go Miner. It always makes sense to go Miner in the back, because whatever troop he plays, it kind of just, like, pulls it. Okay. Nice. He has to spend something on this Guards. Nice. And he didn't have enough Elixir right away to do that. So we're going to drop the Miner here. We're going to go for a Poison. At this point, he can't catch up with Rocket Cycle. There's just not enough time. So GG's to that guy. Our control deck is better. Easy first win. We'll see you in the next match. All right, into our next match here against Alan Math. Playing the same deck, one more game. Then we're going to switch to another one. Something else that I like about this game mode is the matches are a little quicker. Like, they're just a little quicker. They're not like whole 5 minutes. They have a shorter timer, which is really nice, really enjoyable, especially if you're not having fun. It's like, okay, the matches are a lot less long, less bearable. Bush is a really good card. One of the decks I'll be showing you today does have Suspicious Bush, because it's a pretty good card. Something else you need to get used to is you always have a card in cycle. Like, you always have cards in cycle. So if you have a card that your opponent doesn't have an answer to, you can kind of just spam it, and vice versa. So that can kind of take a while to get used to sometimes. So like, for example, if you have a +1 trade every single time on one of their cards, you can just keep spamming it. Like, if you always have Firecracker, you always have arrows in hand for their Firecracker. You always have log in cycle for their barrel, things like that. So it just, like I said, it just can take a while to get used to, and you want to abuse the fact that you have certain cards that provide an advantage for you in certain situations. Okay, so this deck, I know exactly what deck this dude was running. We're going to get a nice King Tower activation here, and I'm going to take this Poison because I don't want this Bush to get a ton of value. King Tower definitely going to pay dividends over the course of the game, especially against the Suspicious Bush card. I'm going to do this because my Tesla will get a lot of value. Okay, he's going to spam me here, no doubt. We're going to go Tesla. This Bush card is like so annoying for me to deal with. But you want to make sure you keep a level head. It's very easy to get frustrated in this game mode because, like I said, they always have that one card in cycle that just counters you. So you want to, you know, take a chill pill. Okay, let's go like this. Tesla high. Okay. We're going to go guards and then high Tesla to watch out for the firecracker. And you can see this Tesla is going to get a lot of value. Look at that. It just took out 3 suspicious bushes, and it's targeting the cannon cart, so we get a good poison there. So like I said, keeping a level head, even though like this deck that he's playing is incredibly annoying. Okay, we're going to go like this. Tesla going to get great value. It's going to help out against the firecracker, and it will help out against the bush. All of these interactions are just like so niche too. Like I might be showing you certain interactions, and it's like you may never have these exact interactions that I'm having right now. Which is a funny thought. Oh, I meant to play guards. My fault. Looks like we're kind of winning the chip match here, which is good. I'm going to take this poison here. Okay. Whenever you get spell value on the tower, you almost always want to take it. That's kind of thematic. With this deck and with every deck, like you just always want to take chip value where you can get it. Okay, I'm actually going to ignore the bush on the other side, go minor poison. And you can see, like I mentioned, we're shorter matches. And yeah, we ended up clutching up. So GG's. And that was a really fun match. Kind of annoying, I'm not going to lie, but kind of just shows how good this deck is. We're going to see you in the next match with our next deck. All right, into our next match with our next deck here against a top 15 player. So we probably already lost. But what I will say about this game mode that I like is you usually know if you're going to win or lose within the first like 5 seconds because you only have 4 cards. So there's a lot less outplay potential in this game mode, in my opinion, than other game modes. So even though we're going against a top 17 player, I genuinely think, you know, like I said, we could win. If he doesn't have anything for the Mortar, we could win. We have decent answers for the Goblin drill. We get a lock here. So like I said, good and bad. Sometimes what I just described is incredibly frustrating, and sometimes it's really liberating. And like I mentioned, the game modes are way shorter. Okay, let's go like this. He predicted the Mortar, but we're going to protect it, even though he gets a good poison here. Because it doesn't look like... I don't know if he has any ground units for the Mortar. Like, the Mortar's just getting locks onto the tower. So that's what I'm talking about. We're going against a top 17 player. And it looks like we're... Like, we might just win straight off the bat because of the matchup, which is kind of crazy to think about, but it do be that way sometimes. Okay. Okay, don't want to give him too much poison value, though, if I can avoid it. Okay, knight like this. Not a bad tornado, but it's just like additional elixir that he doesn't need to spend. He has nothing for the Mortar lock, so like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this guy, he can only do so much. He can only do so much. Like, I feel bad in a sense. Yeah, he goes for the poison. That's fine. We're going to go like this. I mean, he has to overspend. We're going to lock and take the other tower. And this is just going to be GG's. This is just one of those, like, impossible matchups, I feel like. So, good and bad. Like, sometimes you just win. Like, you counter their 4 cards, and there's nothing they can do about it. I'm sure he's going to go for a tornado here or something. I'm going to try and be ready for that with a knight because he did that last time. Yeah, kind of predictable, honestly. So, even if he somehow takes my tower, like, I don't know. I feel like I would give up if I was him. Because he has to go for a double poison here, and then we're just going to get a Mortar lock. So, GG's to a literal top 15 player. But yeah, this deck's really strong, and like I said, it's a lot of rock, paper, scissors in this game mode. So, GG's. We'll hold that W, and we'll catch you in the next match. Alright, into our next match here against Chill. Chill. He's running the Cannoneer. Cannoneer pretty strong. I think... In general, you want to run like Cannoneer or Princess Tower. It just depends on your deck. You really don't want to be running Dagger Duchess. I feel like that's pretty bad most of the time. Okay, Bowler comes down. Good to know that he has a Bowler. You usually want to spend time identifying your opponent's spells and just general answers. Okay? So it's like every time I go Firecracker, he can just play arrows. You know what I mean? We've just figured out that interaction. Okay? Firecracker here will chip on the tower, but he'll probably just arrows it because he always has it in cycle. Interesting, he goes for the Miner. Just weird. Can't say that I expected that. We always have Knight for the Miner. So Miners aren't very good because like the 3 Elixir Knight gets us just like a positive trade every time. So he wants to be careful with that. Yeah, Bowler, really good answer to the Mortar. Firecracker plus Knight, though, going to do a good job. Actually, I'm just giving him arrows value every time I do that, so that's probably not the wave. Okay, we get a small Mortar lock here. We're going to go Knight here just to, you know, double down and protect it. Great Knight, just because I don't expect us to get a ton of Mortar locks. Okay, we're going to go Knight, Knight, Knight. Knight is also good in this deck because it doesn't give them a lot of poison value. Like, if they're poisoning Knights, it's really not that good for them. This is such a fun and just unique game mode. I have to commend Supercell, like I said. Incredibly simple, but like, I don't know. It's just fun and it's different, and you don't always see new game modes being good. Like, everyone complained about Goblin's Queen's Journey. That Miner's actually going to tank for the Mortar. I don't know if that was intentional, but well played. Nice. And we might get to the point where we're going to have to start rocket cycling. Firecracker like this, not to give him value. That's why I think this deck is one of the best decks, because you have a lot of win conditions, right? You have your Miner, you have your Mortar, and then eventually we can start going for rocket cycles, because it's like, are we really going to break through with Mortars? No. But we also have Firecracker chip, so like these Firecrackers, super threatening. Yeah, nice. So he did get arrows value there, but we're fine. Nice. Caught the Miner easily. I might just start going for a rocket cycle because we're approaching triple elixir. His only spell is arrows, and his only like main win con is Miner. So if we just keep playing knights, he can't do anything. He really can't. Like, I feel bad. Look, knight in front, and we got the Miner. What is he supposed to do? What is he supposed to do? Every time he plays a Miner, we just catch it. Boom. He's not breaking through, man. We just go for a rocket here, and we can even cycle another rocket. I think it might be more important to catch the Miner. There it is. This poor guy, dude. I don't know what he's supposed to do in this situation. Yeah, and I'm just going to go Mortar here to keep the bowler off of my tower. Hopefully, like this. Okay. Yeah, GG's to this guy. Honestly, he played it pretty well for like a pretty crappy matchup, but we played it even better. So that is deck number 2. We have 2 wins with it, and I'm going to see you in the next match with our new deck. I did our next match with a brand new deck. I think this is one of the most annoying decks right here. It's Cannon Cart, Suspicious Bush, Arrows, and Spear Goblins. And like, dude, this deck is so annoying. This one right here, like, if you just like want to piss off your opponent, and unless you're playing against like a top tier player, like, this deck is genuinely going to be incredible. And would you look at that? We have Arrows for Firecracker, so we're chilling like a villain. Nice. Mini P.E.K.K.A comes down. All good, all good. Nice. So he goes for log. Looks like he can always log our Suspicious Bush, but let's see if he continues to do so. Okay. Okay. Darn it, I guess I'm giving him log value. I probably shouldn't do this now that I think about it. Okay, yeah. Don't make that mistake. I don't want to give him log value. You need to identify weaknesses, right? So he has Hog, he has Firecracker, he has log, he has Mini P.E.K.K.A. All of those things we need to identify. Okay. I think Dagger Duchess is the biggest weakness for us to exploit, because it's like, if the cannon carts push up, look, it eats all the daggers. It eats all the daggers. That's one of the best things, I feel like, is identifying weaknesses in your opponent's deck and exploiting them. So like Dagger Duchess, Mini P.E.K.K.A, those types of things. Nice, okay. Okay, that almost worked. We were cooking a little bit there. Okay, yeah, he just logs there. That's fine. We're going to go with the cannon cart. We're going to try and build up a really big push here. He's probably just going to continue to log the Suspicious Bush. I mean, I feel like that's the best play, because his log, we have 2 elixir cards, but so does he, so it's like really frustrating. We're going to Spear Goblins just to try and keep our cannon carts healthy. Try and force out a log. 3 cannon carts, and all he has is 1 Mini P.E.K.K.A. Is this the end, laddies? Is this the end for him? Is this the end for him? Is it the end for him? It's too much. I told you, dude. I told you this deck is so annoying. You can only defend it for so long. GG's to that guy. We'll see you in the next match. Into our next match here against Godhit. And so, like, again, I just want to thematically say, there is no, this is the best deck, because, like, it is just rock, paper, scissors. So, anyways, you can definitely maximize your chances of winning by playing really annoying cards. You mistimed those skeletons. Let's go Spear Goblins. Ooh, I already tell. I told you. I can tell within the first few seconds if we're going to win or not. Genuinely, it feels that way. And we look good, because it looks like he doesn't have anything for our 2 elixir spam. Like, I'm like looking at him. Rocket. Yeah, okay, good to know. Cannon Cart actually still going to help DPS this down. It's good to know that they have Rocket. I can get a really cheap defense here. Okay, well, round 2. Oops. Oops. Arrows here because I can. Beautiful. And those skeletons don't do anything. Those skeletons don't do anything. Yep. Like, I can already tell we're going to win this match. Like, it just, my deck, he doesn't have any answers for my 2 elixir cards. He should just not play his P.E.K.K.A, because the P.E.K.K.A just gets so much. I can defend the P.E.K.K.A really easily, essentially. Let's go Spear Goblins for the Skellies. Yep, I knew he was going to Skellies. Beautiful. 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 Yep. Yep. Horrible match. It's a god-awful matchup for him. Especially with the Cannoneer. It's just really bad. That's like the up and down of this matchup, and you got to get used to it. Or this game mode. You know if you're going to win within the first X amount of seconds. This will catch skeletons if he tries to play it. He's probably just going to throw in the towel because, like I said, it is just a massive game of rock, paper, scissors. So, easy win there. I think that's the second win with this annoying deck. Wow, time flies when you're having fun. So we're going to hold this 3 crown, and we'll see you with our final deck of the video. Into our last deck of the video here, up here against Prince, a fellow YouTuber, it looks like. So shout outs to him. Goblin Drill, surprise, surprise, is also really strong in this type of deck as well. How funny. Even though it only has 4 cards, the Wrath of the Goblin Drill Demolisher is here. Okay, we're going to go like this. Drill's going to be good. We're going to have to wait and get a good poison off here. And we should be okay. I already like the matchup. The fact that we have poison, the fact that we have Goblin Drill, we have all of these things. I think we're going to be a-okay here. We just got to get this defense wrapped up. There we go. We're getting that influx of elixir. Goblin Demolisher, so punishing here because of that defensive detonation. So yeah, Goblin Drill, surprise, surprise, really good in this game mode as well. Okay. Let's go in here with the Goblin Drill, and we can pressure with the Demolisher. His deck is kind of expensive, so he has to spend a lot into both lanes. He said, wow, yeah, he can't believe I switched lanes. Okay, I don't know why, bro. I don't know why we're getting the CRL #1 emote. It is what it is, but just like that, we put ourselves in a game-winning position. Okay. Now that I know his deck, there's really no reason that we should, like, I don't think there's any reason we should lose this matchup. It's pretty good. I'm gonna go in with the drill. Oh, come on, get down, get down, get down, get down. I need a defensive drill here. Poison as well. I'm gonna try and sneak minions in because I think he won't like notice them, and they're gonna get a lot of value because he's defending. Yep, perfect, perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. Those minions got a ton of value. We're gonna go for defensive drill here. He does need to defend all of that on the right side. Yeah. If you thought Goblin Drill was good in normal game mode, you bet your bottom dollar it's good in this game mode too. And he's just feeding us elixir at this point. You can kind of feel the desperation. At least I can feel the desperation. We have a good counter push on that lane. He's just going to spam us, probably try and break through. I can't say that I blame him. I would probably do the same thing. Okay. Let's get this drill down. Come on. Come on. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Close game. Really good matchup for us. My boy's a little upset. We'll hold that W. We'll catch you in the next match. Into our last match of the video here. Most likely. We'll see how the matches go. They're pretty like 50-50. Alright, we're going to go in with the Goblin Drill here. My man, I don't see a lot of spirits. The fact that he's running a Spirit and Dagger Duchess already makes me feel good about our chances. I'm going to take... I was going to take King Tower activation, but we'll just wait just like a little bit here. Demolisher here to help out with this, and it'll take care of the Cannon Cart. So E-Spirit, or no, E-Spirit, E-Wiz, and Cannon Cart. Interesting. Not bad, just interesting. Cannon Cart will be a decent answer for him for our Demolisher. Wondering what his last card is. Last card has not yet been seen by us. Okay, that'll do. Wow. Double E-Spirit. E-Spirit Rage. Okay, so E-Spirit Rage, Cannon Cart. Interesting. Minion's going to get a decent amount of value. But the E-Spirit as well is going to be a good answer there. So we're just going to chill here. He's probably just going to spam us again. I mean, that's what he did last time. So we're going to go like this. And I'm going to pressure with the Goblin Drill. I want that Cannon Cart gone. Perfect. Oh, almost perfect. Okay. Yeah, he's just going to have a hard time defending this because he's running the Dagger Duchess. I already told y'all, don't run Dagger Duchess in this game mode. Like, you really just shouldn't. Nice. Great poison value here. I'm going to keep my foot on the gas just because of the Dagger Duchess. Okay, minions here late. Rage isn't going to be enough. I mean, he's basically just ignoring our entire push here. You can see we get more damage than they do, which is nice. Okay. We're going to go like this. Really well timed. I feel like it's going to take care of this E-Wiz. Maybe not. Interesting. All right, we're just going to reset. We always need to watch out for the Cannon Cart at the bridge. It seems like that's one of his favorite plays is to just spam at the bridge. Okay, he goes for the reset. I'm going to take the poison, absolutely. This is our match to lose. From a matchup perspective, I feel like it's our match to lose. We're going to do this. Basically going to render the Cannon Carts useless because of the poison value. That was his mistake. He shouldn't have given us that much poison value, in my opinion. We're going to take this at the bridge. All he can do is spam at the bridge. That's all he can do, right? That's the problem with decks like that he's running is you kind of limit yourself, right? Okay. Beautiful. We can just poison and clog that lane, and it's just really hard for him to deal with. Again, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I do know how I feel about it. I don't think it's a great play. We're going to go like this, get another value poison, and it's just going to be easy to defend. Triple Elixir is going to roll around. We have Poison Cycle, and there's really just nothing that they can do in this situation. You can just poison the bridge, and that's like one of the reasons why I think this deck is really good. Just the control that you can establish. He probably just gave up going for E-Spirit. Yeah, he goes E-Spirit Rage, but it doesn't matter. There's no way that he's breaking through, and there's no way that we're losing this match. So GG's to this guy. I think our deck was just a little better, a little more well-rounded. It's hard to run a deck with only one spell, especially if that spell's Rage. So we're going to go ahead and BM because he's a little salty, and I'll catch you in the outro. And that's going to do it for today's video. Here's the game mode one more time. Please give it a try. It is so much fun. It's also a really great way to get crowns for the Mega Knight evolution if you haven't unlocked it yet. So give the game mode a try. Let me know if you like the 4 decks that I recommended, or maybe if you have one that you cook with. That's really, really cool. Let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in another video real soon. Peace.